You're listening to the Winsight Podcast Network.
There's a big grocery and C-store merger in the UK. Costco is working hard to keep its focus on value, and Texas is requiring a separate fee for electric vehicle registration. Welcome to Retail Daily, your quick look at the top headlines from CSP Daily News and Winsight Grocery Business. I'm Heather Lally, Editor-in-Chief of WGB.
And I'm Steve Holtz, Editor-in-Chief of CSP. In a deal combining two major UK grocery and convenience retailers, EG Group has agreed to sell the majority of its UK and Ireland fuel, food service, grocery, and merchandise business to Asda for an enterprise value of $2.82 billion. EG Group owns the Cumberland Farms and other U.S. convenience store chains, as well as additional chains globally. It will continue to operate separately in the United States and other countries. It will use the proceeds of this transaction to repay debt in line with its financial policy and deleveraging strategy benefiting the U.S. arm, the company said.
Costco CFO Richard Galante said the warehouse club chain is, quote, doing as good as anyone out there in trying to hold the line on pricing. In a conference call with analysts, he noted that Costco continues to drive solid traffic and membership growth, attesting to the value proposition of its business model. Meanwhile, he says Costco's merchants are, quote, pushing the boundaries each day with margins and leveraging vendor support to help drive sales.
Texas has become the latest state to pass a statute requiring electric vehicle owners to pay a separate fee to state governments each year to keep the EVs registered. By imposing a separate fee for EVs, the states are generating new money for road repairs and other transportation infrastructure as gas tax revenues are expected to dip with growing EV use. In Texas, EV owners pay $400 the first year of ownership and $200 each year after that.
Western grocer Raley's has reopened a store in Reno, Nevada that had been shut nearly 5 months for a major remodel. Besides a more modern look and new equipment, the upgrade brings expanded fresh and prepared food offerings, including a wide range of grab-and-go items, made-to-order salads and sandwiches, wok-made dishes, and other items.
GPM Investments convenience store chain Fastmart opened its first Villa Italian kitchen inside one of its stores this past week. The opening is part of a new partnership with Villa Restaurant Group that will include 3 Italian restaurant openings in GPM stores by the end of this year. The first site is in the Fastmart store in Gordonsville, Virginia.
Foxtrot's wave of expansion in Washington, D.C. just got bigger. The hybrid corner store, cafe, and delivery market opened on Friday in the Navy Yard neighborhood. The 3,760 square foot store is the retailer's 8th location in the Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia area.
The board of directors of the National Association of Tobacco Outlets, or NATO, announced Friday that Tom Bryant will be retiring from his position as executive director. Bryant was instrumental in founding the Minnesota-based association 23 years ago and has grown the association to be a leading voice in the industry.
An announcement from the Canadian government last week that swipe fees will drop 27% this fall for merchants accepting Visa and MasterCard has prompted the Washington, D.C.-based Merchant Payments Coalition to call for U.S. lawmakers to address the swipe fee issue in this nation. Quote, we have the highest fees in the world, said Doug Cantor, an executive committee member at the coalition.
Natural Grocers by Vitamin Cottage Incorporated will relocate its Amarillo, Texas store to a bigger footprint with the grand reopening celebration on June 8th. There will be a ribbon cutting and donation ceremony with gift card giveaways, discounts, prize sweepstakes, and more. The opening comes on the heels of the recent announcement from Natural Grocers that it is closing 2 stores in the Dallas-Fort Worth area on June 27th due to low performance.
Free Frizzle Fridays are coming to 3 Western states every Friday in June at participating convenience store chains. Salt Lake City-based Freezing Point LLC, the makers of Frizzle frozen drinks, said fans of the slushie in participating locations across Idaho, Nevada, and Utah will be able to enjoy 1 free 12-ounce Frizzle when they scan the beverage cup at the register.
Meat snack vendors on the trade show floor at last week's Sweets and Snacks Expo made a couple of things clear. Size matters, and flavor innovation can mean a lot of things, from seasoning to the type of meat used in the product. Among featured products spied by CSP, Jack Link's highlighted its partnership with Frito-Lay, featuring its Doritos Spicy Sweet Chili and Flamin' Hot flavored beef jerky. Conagra highlighted expanded distribution of its Slim Jim Monster Short Boy meat sticks, and Wenzel's Farms called out a new package size for its dill pickle snack sticks, launching a 2-ounce version intended for front counter placement in convenience stores.
And there were plenty of plant-based meats on display at the National Restaurant Association show last week in Chicago. Los Angeles-based Daring showed off its plant-based chicken patties that boast just 6 ingredients and cook from frozen in about 6 minutes. New York City-based Notco displayed its meat alternatives for chicken burgers and dairy, and chicken options come in nuggets, patties, and tenders.
That will do it for today's episode of Retail Daily. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and more for your daily dose of retail news. For more on these stories, visit CSP Daily News or winsightgrocerybusiness.com. I'm Steve Holtz.
And I'm Heather Lally. Have a great day.